right, let's talk about something that's been making some serious noise in the JavaScript world. It's a new tool called Bun, and its goal is pretty ambitious, to be a faster, simpler, all-in-one toolkit for developers. So let's jump right in and see what all the hype is about.
If you've ever built a project in JavaScript, you know this feeling. You need a tool to run your code, then another to handle your packages, a different one to bundle your files, and oh yeah, another one just to run your tests. It's something developers call tooling fatigue, and honestly, it can be a real headache just to get started. In this slide right here, it just says it all. On the left, you've got the usual setup, Node.js, NPM, Webpack, Jest, a whole collection of different tools you have to wrangle. And on the right, the Bun stack. It's just Bun. The whole idea is to replace that entire pile of tools with one single unified system.
So yeah, that's the big idea. Bun is designed to be this clean, integrated solution. It's not just one thing. It's your runtime, your package manager, your bundler, and your test runner, all packed into one seriously fast piece of software.
Okay, so let's break that down. At its very heart, Bun is a JavaScript runtime. So what on earth is a runtime? Well, you can think of it like a mini operating system that's built specifically to execute your code. For a long, long time, the undisputed king of this world has been Node.js. Bun is stepping up as a brand new and incredibly fast alternative. Next up, Bun is also a package manager. This is kind of like your code's personal assistant. It's what you use to install and keep track of all the useful libraries and packages that other developers have shared. So instead of needing a separate tool like NPM or Yarn, Bun has its own super fast version built right in. But it doesn't stop there. Bun is also a bundler. Now, a bundler's job is to take all of your separate code files, all your JavaScript, your CSS, everything, and kind of squish them all together into one single, highly optimized file that's perfect for a website. This means it can replace tools like Webpack or ESBuild, again, right out of the box. And finally, to really complete that all-in-one picture, Bun has a built-in test runner. This is the tool that automatically goes through and runs all your tests to make sure your code is working exactly like it's supposed to. So it's a replacement for popular tools like Jest, but it's faster and already part of the package. So this leads us to the big question, right? How does this new kid on the block really compare to the industry standard, to the classic Node.js? Let's take a look at some of the key differences. Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty here. Node.js is built with C++, which has been around forever. Bun, on the other hand, uses a newer language called Zig, which is laser-focused on speed and efficiency. Bun also uses Apple's JavaScript core engine, the one that powers Safari, which is known for starting up really, really fast. But for you, the developer, these last 2 points are the real game changers. Bun understands TypeScript right out of the box, zero configuration needed. And in benchmark after benchmark, its performance just blows Node.js out of the water in a lot of common tasks. All right, enough theory. That's all great, but let's see what it's actually like to use this thing. We're going to see just how ridiculously easy it is to get a project up and running with Bun. And seriously, the process couldn't be simpler. Step 1, you install Bun. It's just one command in your terminal. Step 2, you go into your project folder and type Bun init. That sets up everything for you. And step 3, you just run your code with bun run index.ts. And that's it, you're done. When you run that bun init command, this is the simple little file it creates for you. It's just one line of code. And when you run it, it prints hello via bun in your terminal. This is just a quick way to show that everything's working perfectly and you're all set to start building. Now, get ready for the real wow moment. One of the most common things you do in backend development is create a web server. Let's see how Bun's incredibly simple and powerful API handles this exact task. But first, a super quick refresher for anyone who might be new to this. An HTTP server is just a program that's always listening for requests, like from someone's web browser, and then it sends back a response, like a web page or some data. And that's it. This tiny block of code you see here creates a complete, high-performance web server. You don't have to import any external libraries, there's no complex setup, it just works. And it's incredibly fast. This kind of simplicity is at the very core of what makes Bun so appealing. Now, to take this one step further, let's talk about building a real API. You know, most applications, when you boil them down, rely on 4 basic operations. You might have heard of the acronym CRUD. It stands for create, read, update, and delete. This is really the backbone of almost any app you can think of. And guess what? Bun makes building a CRUD API unbelievably straightforward. As you can see here, Bun's built-in router lets you easily handle different types of requests. You can say a GET request is for reading posts, a POST request is for creating a new one, a PUT request is for updating one, and a DELETE request is for removing one. This keeps your code super clean and organized without needing any extra tools. Okay, so let's pull back and put it all together. Why are so many people calling Bun a potential game changer for the entire JavaScript world? Let's just quickly recap the main advantages that we've talked about. It really boils down to these 4 things. First, its incredible speed, which we've seen. Second, that all-in-one toolkit, which gets rid of that tooling fatigue we mentioned at the start. Third, all of this leads to a way better experience for you, the developer. Less time fighting with tools, more time actually writing code. And finally, it's highly compatible with Node.js, which means moving existing projects over is actually pretty easy. And you know, this isn't just some fun little side project. It's already being used by some major players in the tech world. We're talking about companies like X, the AI image generator Midjourney, and even the team behind the super popular Tailwind CSS framework. They're all using Bun in production, which proves it's ready for the big leagues. So, with its intense focus on speed, simplicity, and a unified developer experience, Bun is really challenging a decade of the way things have been done in the JavaScript community. It's forcing everyone to rethink what a modern toolkit should even look like. And that leaves us with one big question to think about. Is this the future of JavaScript development?